Hello and welcome everyone. This is Kumar Saurav and you are watching this channel called Screen. Today I am going to show you how to build a React Native module in Android. So I'll take an example of getting the Android device ID from the native side and displaying it on the React side. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It encourages me a lot. If you want to see this tutorial in iOS, please comment in the comment section below. So let's start. Let's start by creating a new React Native project. So for that I'll use npx react native and init and then the name of the project. So I'll name this project as rn native module. So it will take some time. See you when it's done. So now the project has been created. So let's see into the folder and I'll open this into Visual Studio Code. Okay, so basically I'll run this app. So in order to run the app, I will just use the npm run android, and also I'll start a different JavaScript server with the command npm start. Meanwhile, I will also open Android Studio. Okay, so now I have opened the Android folder inside the project. So here we see that we have the app folder. So we need to go inside this React Native module and create a new Java class. And let's name it, okay, let's name it custom module. So we have custom module inside our package com.rn native module. So now we have this default Android React Native app. Okay, so let's get rid of everything and let's have a single text. Okay, I'll just change it to a function app and get rid of everything else. Let's keep the text only, and so we have a blank slate where we have a text called hi. So moving on to the Android Studio side, so we have to create a new file custom module inside the, so basically the folder structure is like this. So you need to go to Android and then inside that app source and then go to main and then go to Java, and here you need to create a custom module file. So I'll be using Android Studio for Java code. Let me quickly increase the font size here. Okay, so let's have a font size of 18. Okay, so here we just need to create a class called custom module, and custom module will extend from React Native base Java module. Okay, and you need to override implement this function called get name. So get name is basically you need to give a name so you can access the module with the same name on the other side of the bridge, which is JavaScript. Let's call it custom module. Okay, now we have so this was the get name should always be implemented. Let's go ahead and make a constructor as well. So it will be custom module and it will take a React Native application context. Basically this is the context, and we need to implement super and let's pass context. Let's also have a variable called React application context. So let's create a private static React application context and let's call it React context. Okay, and then we will initialize React context as context. So basically I'll start by showing you a toast example and then I will use promise. So we can use async await function on the other side of the bridge. So let's start by the toast example first. It's public void and then the name of the React method. So I'll call it show and let's just show a toast. So basically this will create a toast. So it will be React context and then we need to pass a message. So message will be hi from Android and then you need to provide the duration. So basically it will toast dot long, and then eventually will show. Okay, so this is how you create a React method on the Android side. Okay, let's go ahead and register this module. So in order to register the module, we'll create a package. So let's create a package called custom module package. Okay, and this will implement a React package. Okay, and we need to implement certain methods which are create native modules and view managers, create view managers. Okay, and in the view managers part, we just need to return collections dot empty list, and in the create native modules, we need to create a list. So we need a list of native modules, and we'll call it modules, and then we'll initialize with new array list, and then we'll add our module inside this. So we'll add our module which was custom module. Okay, and then pass the React context, and then we need to return modules. Okay, so now we have our package. Okay, so basically, sorry, so this is should not, but now everything is fine. So the next step we need to follow is open your main application, and in main application we need to add our package here. So it will be packages dot add, and then we'll add a new custom module package here. Now I think on the Android side mostly we are done. Okay, and then let's create a file on the root and name it as custom module.js, and in the custom module we need to import native modules, from React Native, and then we'll do module.exports, then module.exports, go to native modules dot so here we need to use the name of the module which we used here. So basically this is the name which you have given here. So we have named custom module, so we'll be using custom module here, custom module. Okay, and then we can call so let's call that function here. So we'll just call it custom. So let's import first, import custom module from /custom module, and then we'll call it here. So we need to do custom module dot show. So let's relaunch the app. So guys, there was some issue, I don't know why, but it was issue related to change the name, get name, and return ABC here. Since we have ABC here, we need to change the custom module name to ABC here, and then I have imported ABC from custom module, and then ABC dot show. Now when you can see that when I refresh this, and the toast is displaying hi from Android. So I'm able to call any React method from the custom module. So this is basically when you want to execute certain code. So here I'm executing the show method when I'm launching the app. But I'll show you another way where I can get certain thing from the Android as a promise. So let's go ahead and create another method. So let's call it React method, and then we'll make a public method, and then I'll say get device ID. And so basically I need to pass a promise as well. So it works like this. So you can use the last argument to pass a promise. So let's do a promise here, and then we'll get the device ID. So we'll put it in the side try catch block. Let's do exception, and then promise dot rechecked, and we'll throw this error, and we need to get the device ID. So in order to get the device ID, you get the device ID like this. We need to import certain things here. Let's do that. We replace the get context with React context. So this is how you get a Android ID. And then what I'm going to do is promise dot resolve, and pass the Android ID here. Okay, and on the other side, in order to get it, so I'll just use a text to display it. So for that, let's have a state called device ID, and let's call set device ID, and then use state, and we'll set the empty string here. Okay, and you can display device ID here. So now we need to set the device ID. So for that, I'll use effect, and then we'll pass. So we'll create a async function called get. Let's call it fetch device ID, and it will be async function. And in the async function, we'll use await. So we'll call it ID, and then we'll await abc dot get device ID, and then we'll set device ID with the ID here. Okay, and then we will call this fetch device ID, like this. So let's repackage the app. So now you can see, apart from hi, we have a device ID printed here, and we're also showing the toast here. So I think I'll summarize what we did here. So we created a custom module, and in the custom module, we overrided a method called getName, and in the getName, we need to return the name, a string, which we can utilize on the other side of the bridge. So basically, we can access it from this. So we can import native modules from React Native, and then we can use React Native modules dot the name of the string which we passed there. Okay, and we created two methods here. So one is just a show, where you execute certain thing, and the other one is we passed a promise. So whenever that gets resolved, we get the result on the other side of the bridge. So basically, the last parameter of this React method takes a promise, and then you can resolve or reject the promise like this. So this is how the module is structured. Now you want to add the module as a package. So you need to create a new array list and then add it to the module and return the module. And in the main.application file, you need to add the packages dot add, and then you need to create the custom module package here and add it to the list of packages. So that was it on the Android side. And on the JavaScript side, what you need to do is we created a custom file called we created a new file called custom module, and here we imported native modules, and then we use native modules dot the name of the string which we passed in get name. And then in the app.js, what I did was I called so abc.show we can call directly. And if you want to use the promise, what we did, like we used a state called device ID, and then on the use effect we created an async function called fetch device ID, and we awaited for abc.get device ID. So whenever the promise get resolved, we'll get the result in the ID, and then we are setting the device ID as ID, and then we are displaying that device ID as a text field on the UI. That's how the React Native module works. So if you guys find it useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to do a video on iOS as well, just write down in the comments. I'll make sure that I make a video on iOS as well. Thank you very much for watching the video.